Okay. We are recording. We are live. We're rocking and rolling. So, how was everybody's weekend? You guys doing okay? Tired? I'm feeling it, man. Today feels like a Monday in a serious way. But we're going to have some fun. We're going to learn how to diagram. Whoop! I know you guys are super excited. I used to hate diagramming, fun fact. Now I love it. I think it's the greatest thing ever. Diagramming is awesome, so I am hopefully going to teach you how to love it as well. So those worksheets that you grab from the back cube, one of them is your homework for tonight. It literally says like diagramming worksheet at the top, and it's got 10 problems that you have to do. Put that one away. Okay, the other one is your notes. That one you need out, and you need to be filling in as we go. Give you guys a moment to relax together. Make sure you have your notes out. Away, hold it up, show them what their notes are. Yeah, those are your notes. Hold it high. They gotta see it in the back row. Come on, let's go, long arms. There you go. All right, atta girl. Thank you for helping us out. Okay, so we are learning how to diagram. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you guys learned how to diagram in junior high, right? Yeah, I see some nods. Perfect. Okay, so if you're new to the school system, maybe this will be new to you. But if you came from O'Gorman Junior High, this will be a review. So here we go. We're going to dive right in. So make sure you're filling in those blanks. Okay, you're going to have blanks on every slide. Fill them in. And the slides are numbered. I think they go like up and down on your handout. So sorry about that. It's kind of weird. So we are just learning how to diagram basic parts of speech today. Okay, so we're just going to learn how to diagram the subject and the verb of the sentence, and then adjectives and adverbs. We're not going to get into prepositions until later on in the year. So this is going to be really, really basic stuff. So the basics of diagramming is this. Okay, this diagram right here is as simple as you can get. Okay, it includes the two key parts that you have to have in every sentence, a subject and a verb. Okay, this line right here is called the main line. Whenever you're going to diagram a sentence, you always have to start with the main line, because on the main line, that's where your subject and your verb will go. Your subject and your verb are always separated by this vertical line, okay? And the vertical line, you'll notice, goes all the way through the main line. So you will always have a diagram with these components, okay? You cannot have a diagram without a subject and without a verb, because if you do, you don't have a complete sentence. Right? Because every sentence in the English language has to have a subject and has to have a verb. So just to practice, let's look at our example down there. Okay, windows exploded. This is a complete sentence, right? We've got a subject, we've got a verb. What is our subject? Malachi? Windows. Okay, so Malachi, on this diagram down here, where are we going to put windows? Are we going to put it on the right or on the left? On the left, okay, because it's our subject, and our subject always goes on the left side of that main line, right? Okay, then where's our verb? Marcus? Yep, but what is it? Exploded, and we're going to put it where? On the right, okay, on the right of this vertical line. Nice job. Does this make sense? Okay, subject goes on the left, verb goes on the right of the main line. They're separated by this vertical line. You got that? It's like the most basic that you can get. Okay, now we're going to start jazzing it up a little bit. Remember, we have these things that are called compound subjects and verbs. Okay, now somebody remind me, what's a compound? What does that mean? Oh, you're asking me to remember stuff on a Monday, Mrs. Berg? You're the worst. I know, I am. I'm sorry. What is a compound? Who remembers? I'll wait. I got all the time in the world. I don't care if you guys get your homework done in class. What's a compound? Yes, Albert. Thanks, Albert. It's two or more. Okay, compound just means two or more. So when we have a compound subject, you've got two or more subjects. When you have a compound verb, you've got two or more verbs. Literally all you have to do, okay, once you identify your subjects and your verbs, if you find that you have two or more, all you do is you split the main line on whatever side your compound's on. So for example, if you have a compound of the main line into however many you have, okay? In this example, we have 2 subjects. But if you had 3, guess what? You would just split it into 3 lines. So you'd add another little line in there. Guess what? If you had 4, you would split it into 4 lines. Okay, you can split the main line as many times as you need to fit all of your subjects. Okay, but your subjects will always go on that left-hand side, and each subject needs its own portion of the main line. So you have to split it. Okay, and then we just connect all of our subjects with this dotted line and whatever coordinating conjunction is combining. Usually it's the word and, right? And then our verb, of course, goes on the right side. Now here's an example where we have a compound verb. So again, if you have more than one verb, you just split that main line on the verb side so that you can fit both of your verbs on their own line. Join them by a dotted line and the conjunction that's joining them in the sentence. Then, if you have a compound subject and a compound verb, you have to split both sides of the line. Okay, but remember, they have to come together at the center. Okay, so it just kind of makes this like X through that vertical line there. You guys see that? And again, if you got more than 2, you can just keep splitting it. You can add another line here, you can go up higher, add another line up there. You can split it as many times as you need to, right? You just have to figure out, okay, how many subjects do I have in this sentence, how many verbs, then you know how many times you have to split your main line, right? Y'all with me? Any questions so far? Making sense? Here we go. Let's try some practice. Okay, let's look at this first example. It goes with this first diagram. Windows and clocks exploded. So the first thing that I want us to do is I want us to figure out where are our subjects and where are our verbs. So I actually want you guys to label this sentence before you even diagram it. So in this sentence, I want you to put an S over your subject and a V over your verb. Go ahead and do that now. S over the subject, V over the verb. And obviously, if you have more than one, then you're going to have 2 S's or 2 V's or whatever. All right, show me on your fingers. How many S's did you guys mark in this sentence? Nice. Everybody got it? Those. Okay, there are 2. Okay, so what are our 2 subjects in this sentence? Raise your hand if you can give them to me. Aiden.
Windows and clocks.
Yeah, man. Windows and clocks. So you guys should have an S over window and an S over clocks. Then what's our verb? 1 word left in the sentence, right? Marcus? Yeah, man. Exploded is our verb. So you guys should have a V over exploded. Okay, well now we just have to plug them into the diagram. Now I will tell you this. I'm not always going to give you the diagrams. Okay, but for the sake of practice, I'm giving them to you now. But on your test, you're going to have to come up with the diagrams on your own. But you know, okay, I have 2 subjects and I have 1 verb. So that means I have to split the left side into 2. Because I've got 2 subjects I got to fit on that main line, right? Well, it's already split for you. Now, which one do we put on top? What do we think? Which one do we think goes on top? Malachi, what do you think? Yes. Why, Malachi? Why would you put windows on top? Because it comes first. Okay, whatever comes first in the sentence is always going to go on top. So we've got windows, and then we've got clocks as our second verb. So clocks goes on the bottom. What goes here on this dotted line? Lauren? And, the word and. Okay, and then we have our verb on the right side. Nicely done. Okay, so now we've got our compound verb example, so I'm kind of like giving you the answer already, but I want you guys to do this one. Start by labeling. I know you can probably do it without labeling, but I want you to get in the habit of labeling your sentence first. So label your subject, label your verb, and then plug it into the diagram. Okay. How many subjects do we have? Show me on your fingers. Show me on your fingers. Show me on your fingers. How many subjects? All right. Take me awake today. You seem really tired. You okay? Jump along with me. Got no words from you today. You're too tired to talk. All right. I feel ya. I feel ya. Need some coffee, Creighton. Got Gotta get that magic juice. All right, so we have one subject. It goes here. What's our one subject? Lathan, what's our subject? Yeah, man, it's windows. Okay, and then we obviously have two verbs, right? Because the verb portion of the line is split. Which one goes on top? Jacob, which verb are we putting right here? Yeah, man, because it comes first in the sentence, then exploded, and don't forget the conjunction and. Wow, this is so easy, right? Do we feel like we can do this? All right, let's step it up a notch. Oh, wait, no, I'm just kidding. This one's pretty easy, too. All right, let's just do this one together. Let's label our sentence. Windows is what? Subject or verb? Subject. Clocks is what? Subject. Shattered is what? Verb. Exploded is what? Verb. All right, then we just plug it in, right? We're going to do windows. We're going to do clocks. Don't forget our conjunctions. We're going to do shattered, and we're going to do exploded. Okay, so that would be our compound subject and compound verb example. Now just remember, you can have more than two subjects and more than two verbs. So this sentence could say windows, clocks, and mirrors shattered and exploded. Okay, and then we would just add another line in the center here on our subject side and write mirrors. Okay. Now we're going to step it up a notch. Nope, just kidding. We're going to practice. I'm just so excited to get to the next part. Okay, so we're going to do some practice here. You guys do not have the diagrams, so you have to figure it out yourself. Okay, so what I want you guys to do first, label your sentences first. Okay, label your subjects, label your verbs, then draw your diagrams and fill them in. Trust me, it's the way to go. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes. I want you to diagram these sentences on your notes worksheet. All right, looks like most of us are wrapping up. We're pretty darn close to it. So let's start number one. You know what? We're just going to do it this way. We're just going to go around the room, and you're all going to give me an answer. Okay, so we're just going to weave. So we'll start with Lathan. We'll move back. When it gets to Lauren, we'll jump to Marcus. We'll come up. When it gets to Mason, we'll jump over to a Wang, go back, and then up, etc. Okay? Lathan, you're first. Where's the subject in number one? Good. Jacob, where's the verb? And number one. There you go. Okay, so we've got one subject and one verb. What do I need to do first to make my diagram? Lauren, I need to draw a main line. All right, there it is. Okay, Marcus, what goes here?
Three.
There you go. And make sure it's capitalized, you guys. Okay, the first word in the sentence is always capitalized on your diagram, no matter where it is. Okay, then what do I need? Auburn. Yep, okay, and then Tate, what goes here? Yep, man. Boom, got it. Okay, nice. You know what? I feel like let me just use my muscles and pull my couch out of the way. How about I do that? Hang on. Oh, that's better. I'll just walk back here. Hey. Using my smarts, you guys. Monday morning and my brain's on fire. Okay, number 2. Mason, where's our subject? Trees. Jumping over to Elaine. Where's our verb? Here, another one. Yeah, man. And fell. Okay, Creighton, what do I do first to draw my diagram? What is it called? Yeah, okay, it's not the red line. I'm not always going to be using red. I can switch to green if you want. Just to make things interesting. We're going to make it look like Christmas up in here. What do I call it? Starts with an M. I'm sorry, is your name Creighton? Creighton, what's it called? The main line. You're close. Okay, the main line. All right, Creighton. What do I put here? Okay, what's our subject? Okay, make sure I capitalize it, right? Okay, Diana, what's next? Yeah. What did you call it? The separating line. I thought you called it the submeridian line, and I was like, oh, dang, is that like a term I don't know? That was fancy. Yes, the separating vertical line, right? Okay, jumping back. Lauren, what do I need? Or, I called you Lauren. It's Maddie. Maddie, you can correct me when I mess up. Maddie, what do I need? Well, what do I put here? Yeah, but what do I need to do to that line first? Yeah, I do. Why? Why do I need to split it? Yeah, I'm picking on you. Yes, it is. You know it. Come on. Okay, I need to split it because I have two verbs, right? I shouldn't have drawn my straight line because I wasn't paying attention. I have two verbs, so I got to split it. Okay, so then what goes here? Yeah, Aiden! How's that book? I know you are. I was just asking. Okay, good. I kind of want to read it, so that's why I was asking. Okay, what goes here, Aiden?
Fell.
Aiden, what else do I need on this diagram to complete it?
The dotted line and the end.
Yep, dotted line and the and. Nice. Okay, Malachi, number 3. Subject me. Yep, 2 of them. Houses, trees. Santi, verb me. Yep, swayed and crashed. Okay, Mary. I gotta draw my diagram. What should it look like? Oh, Mary, crushed it. Doubles on both sides. So I need double subject. I need double verb. Okay, I'm going to bring them together in the center. What do I need here, Mary? What needs to go in the center? The line. Nice. All right, so I want you to finish it for me. What goes here? Uh-huh. What goes here? Uh-huh. What goes here? Uh-huh. What goes here? Uh-huh. So, what else do I need to finish this diagram? Yeah. I need my dotted and my ands. Crushing it! Yes, rock! Did everybody get that? Okay, so we're like basically rock stars at basic diagrams, right? We got this. It's easy, especially if you label your sentences, it's easy, right? Now let's step it up a notch. Here we go. Okay, adjectives and adverbs. Pull this back down. You can see it better. Is this couch blocking anybody's view? Are you guys okay when it's pulled forward like that? You can still see in the back? You guys good? Okay. All right, adjectives and adverbs, you guys. So adjectives, remember, will modify. Ooh, I'm going to test you. I'm not going to give you the answer. What do adjectives modify? What part of speech? Marcus's eyes just got so big. He was like, oh, shoot, I forgot. Okay, I won't pick on you, Marcus. Okay, adjectives modify what part of speech? Only 2 of you remember? Oh, man, you all have to remember this for your test coming up. Okay, Lauren, what part of speech do adjectives modify? Nouns or? Auburn? Pronouns. Okay, adjectives modify nouns or pronouns. Well, our subjects, you guys, have to be nouns or pronouns. So adjectives will always modify your subject. How about adverbs? What do they modify? Malachi. Verbs or? Aiden? Adjectives or? Other adverbs. Nice. Okay, so take a look at this. Okay, this is like just like a sample diagram of what it could look like. So obviously we still have our subject and our verb on that main line that's separated with our vertical, right? Now underneath the subject, you're going to have adjectives. So any modifiers of the subject are adjectives. They go on slanted lines under the subject. Then, under the verb, you're going to have adverbs. And guess what? If you have another adverb modifying the adverb, it goes on another line under the adverb like this. Now, some people, you guys, this line right here, you can draw it with that perpendicular, or you can just draw like a slanted line coming out from the adverb line. It doesn't matter. You can do it either way. I just think this looks cleaner, but you can totally just do it like that, okay? If you miss it, it was like this, like that. Okay? Do it either way. Okay, so let's take a look at this example sentence. Okay, now we're going to start by labeling it again, just like we did with subjects and verbs. Okay? But instead of labeling all our adjectives and adverbs, we're just going to draw arrows to the words that they modify so we know what they have to go under. So let's start with our subject and our verb. Who or what is this sentence about? What's our subject? 2 people know. 3 people. 4 people. More than that. Figure it out. Think about it. Who or what is this sentence about? All right, Lathan, what do you think? Yeah, man! Pressure is our subject. How about our verb? Where's our verb at in this sentence? Diana! Close. You got part of it. Was falling. We, my friends, have a verb phrase. So we've got a helping verb and an action verb. Okay, so together they make the verb phrase was falling. Now, we'll get to that in a second. Okay, let's move on. We have a couple other words in this sentence we got to figure out what to do with, right? So let's start at the front. Atmospheric. What is atmospheric modifying? What's it doing in the sentence? Aiden? Yeah, it's describing the type of pressure. It's telling us what kind. Okay, it's answering one of those adjective questions. So we're just going to draw an arrow because atmospheric is modifying pressure. How about the? What is the doing? What even is that? Is the even anything? Who remembers? Who's been studying the parts of speech? What is that? When do you know? It's like you want to raise your hand, but you're afraid. Yes, a when, it's an article, and what are articles? They're adjectives, so a when, what is our adjective article the modifying, do you think? Oh, that was a tough one. She wasn't ready for that. Okay, what is our the modifying? Mason. It is modifying pressure. Okay, it's still modifying pressure because it's telling us it's the pressure. Right? Don't get tripped up because there's other adjectives here. Okay, adjectives are going to modify nouns only. So we couldn't have this the modifying atmospheric because then it would no longer be an adjective, it'd be an adverb. Okay? Adjectives only modify subjects, nouns, or pronouns. Okay? Alright, so we got those two. Now we have these two at the end here. Ooh, getting to that point where I can't breathe. Alright, how about very? What is very modifying? Jacob, what do you think? Oh my gosh, Jacob, crushing it. Yeah, I thought you were going to say the verb was fine. Nope. It's modifying rapidly because it's telling us how rapidly it's following. Very. Right? Okay, how about rapidly then? What is rapidly modifying? So, what do you think? Yes, rapidly is telling us where it was falling. Okay, so rapidly is answering the where adverb question, modifying the verb. Very is is answering the how adverb question, modifying the adverb. Woo! Is your mind exploding yet, Creighton? Your mind's on fire right now, isn't it? I can tell. You look so excited to be here. You're so pumped. I wish I could see what your mouth is doing. Because your eyes just look like they're giving me the evil glare. I'm going to hope that it's not an evil glare. And you're smiling under your mask. Okay. So now we know what everything is modifying, right? So here's how this works. Whatever the word's arrow is pointing to, that's the word you're going to diagram it underneath. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. Whatever the word's arrow is pointing to, that's the word you're going to diagram it underneath. So rapidly is going to go underneath was falling. Very is going to go under rapidly. The and atmospheric are going to go under pressure. Under pressure, ding, 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 ding. Okay, so let's start with our subject. What goes here, guys? Shout it out, everybody. What goes here? Pressure. What goes here? Nice. Okay, always start with your subject on the left, your verb on the right. Now, your entire verb phrase has to go in the verb spot. Okay, just because you have two verbs in your verb phrase doesn't mean you split the line. You only split the line if you have two very separate verbs. So your verb phrase will just go on that main line. Okay, what goes underneath pressure, guys? What goes here? Look at my circle. What goes here? The. And what are we going to do with the? Capitalize it because it's the first word in the sentence, right? Okay, what goes here? Atmospheric. What goes here? Rapidly. What goes here? Very. Oh my gosh, crushing it. Is this making sense? You guys feeling pretty good about adjectives and adverbs? Do you have any questions? Okay, you guys, I know that a lot of you could probably look at a sentence like this and just diagram it without labeling it. I know that, okay? Because some of you are diagramming rock stars. But I want you right now to get in the habit of labeling and drawing your arrows, because I promise you, when we get to later in this year and next year, you're not going to be able to look at a sentence and just diagram it before you label it. It's not going to happen. These sentences are going to get way complex, okay? So just like math, where you have to show your work, I want you to show your work in English too, okay? I promise it'll help you in the long run. Okay, now we're going to do the practice. So you guys have these practice problems on your notes. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. I want you to work through them. Label first, okay? Then draw your diagrams. Go ahead and take a couple minutes and do that now. let's try to take about 1 more minute to finish up. Okay. Let's do this. We're going to do the same thing. We're going around the room. You're all going to give me an answer, okay? So, actually, Steph, we're going to start with you. We'll go backwards this time. Okay, so, number 1. Where's our subject? Yeah, girl. Wind. Wind is our subject. Okay, Mary, where's our verb? Whistled is our verb. Noise. Santi, I need you to tell me, what is the and wicked doing? Yeah, they're describing wind, so we're going to draw arrows under wind. And then Malachi, how about wildly? It's describing whistle, right? It's telling us how it whistled. Well, it whistled wildly. Nice. Okay, Aiden, how am I going to draw my diagram? What do I need to do first? Okay, does our main line need to split at all? No, it does not. Okay, so main line, Aiden, I'm going to continue to pick on you. What goes here? Okay, then what? And then what? Okay, cool. Moving on. Maddie, not Lauren, Maddie. Okay, what do I do next? Yes. The and wicked go under wind. So I'm putting the first and I'm capitalizing it. I promise I was supposed to be capital. Capitalizing it because it's the first word in the sentence. And then wicked. They both go under wind, right? Because our arrow points to wind. It's modifying wind, so it goes under wind. All right, Diana, finish this off. What do I need to do last? Yes. Wildly goes under whistle. Wildly, right? Because it's modifying whistle. Solid. I'm going to switch colors for the next one. All right, how many of you got that? Show of hands. How many of you got it? Or like so got it? Great. How'd you do? Nice. Good job, Creighton. Proud of you. All right, Creighton, we're moving on. Talk to me. Where's our subject? Oh, he got it. There's 2. Tornado and a rainstorm. We got 2 subjects in this one. All right, away. How about a verb? Yes, ma'am. Arrived is our verb. Whoop, jumping over to Mason. Mason, can you tell me what the rest of these words in this sentence are doing? Give you a big job. Let's start with the first What is that doing? Describing tornado. Okay, how about the second There you go. How about violent? Hey, look at that. And how about finally? Yeah, because it's telling us when it arrived. Nice, Mason. All right. Tate, you get the joy of diagramming part of this bad boy. Tate, what do I need to do first? Where? Right at the beginning. I need a double main line. Tate, do I need to continue to double on the second side? I don't, right? Because I only have one verb. Nice. Okay, Tate, what else should I add before I start plugging in words here? Yeah, the vertical line. Nice job, Tate. Auburn, fill her in for me. What do I put here? Tornado. Yes, ma'am. Tornado. What do I put here? Yes, sir. Rainstorm. Okay, what do I put here? All right. Nice. Marcus, you get to finish our diagram for us. Where do I put this first up? Yeah, what am I going to do when I write it? Capitalize it. Yeah, because it's the first word in the sentence. It needs to be capitalized. Okay, where am I going to put this second Or the second one. Look at the arrow. Where does it go?
Oh, next one.
There you go. Okay, where am I putting violent?
Underneath this one.
Yes, violent. And where am I putting finally, Marcus?
Underneath the line.
Yes, sir. Wait a minute. We're not done. Lauren, what am I missing? Yes, Lauren, I'm missing the dotted line with the and. Don't forget about it. Otherwise, you're going to lose a point. You don't want to lose a point. Lauren, I'm going to continue to pick on you because that one is a little bit easy, I think. All right, Lauren. Subjects. Shingles. Branches. And give me the verb. Scatter. I'm scattered everywhere. Okay, Sir Jacob. Ready? What is roof modifying? Yes. What is tree modifying? Yes. What is everywhere modifying? Yes. Telling us where it's scattered. Nice. Hey, Lathan, you're the lucky winner that gets to diagram this bad boy. Tell me what I do first. Right. I need to start with 2 lines. Do I continue 2 lines into the second half of my diagram? Why? You said no. Why did you say no? You're right. But why? Why? What do I put on this second half? The verb. How many verbs do I have? You're right. I only have 1. Okay, what else do I need to do here? Well, wait. Before I do that, what else am I missing in my basic diagram? You got it. The vertical line separating the subject from the verb. Okay, do you want to do this whole thing? Are you ready? Can you rack it out? All right, let's do it. What do I put here? Yep. Shingles. What do I put here? Branches. You got it. What do I put here? Scattered. Okay. Nice. Where does rough go? When I write it, what am I going to do? Hey, I heard that, Mason. Lathan, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Capitalize it, because it's the first word in the sentence. Nice. Where do I put tree? Underneath branches. Where do I put everywhere? Underneath scattered. Everywhere. What do I need to do to finish this diagram? Put the and in. Dotted line with our and. Boom! Rock stars, all of you. That was awesome. Do we feel comfortable diagramming sentences? Okay, most of the sentences on your homework, you guys, they're going to be pretty basic like this. So if you just think it out, excuse me, label your subjects, label your verbs, draw your arrows, it's going to be a piece of cake. There are going to be a couple on there. Hold on, listen to this. I'm giving you hints. There are going to be a couple on there that are tricky and that are going to use rules that we learned in our notes on Friday. Okay, so if you get stumped and you can't figure out the subject and the verb, pull out your notes from Friday because there are some trick sentences in there. Okay? Just label, and you'll be fine. You guys have a solid 10 minutes to get started on your homework. There's only 10 problems. I bet you could do a problem a minute. So go ahead and get started and see if you can get your homework done before class is over.